So, Neebs, you got laid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know this was a thing.
Tell us about it, please.
Yeah,
I'd love
we
to
had-
hear
we
it.
had
Did
an
you get
experience.
laid? Did you pay for it?
Yes.
Okay, so you paid to get laid.
Right.
Okay, is that legal?
So,
In some states.
that's how I learned about it. Because Azteki and I were trying to figure out how to ship a pallet from our hometown to where our Horde Fest was.
Just to interrupt rudely, this pallet is getting a lot of talk. I've noticed.
This
Yeah.
has added a lot of excitement to my life.
Clearly.
That I don't know.
Neebs has not shut up about the pallet for a week.
Oh my God!
Listen, I don't know. I love doing new things, and I
Yeah.
feel like lately haven't done a lot of new things. I mean, we're always doing something exciting,
Yeah,
but it's something, I don't know. We do exciting stuff every week.
right.
But we haven't shipped a pallet before.
Oh my God!
Right.
You haven't
Just
lived.
that. Just that.
You
Yeah.
have not lived. If you
Well, I recommend it.
Yeah.
So
It was an interesting experience.
yeah, so we're on the phone with the people that ship pallets, and they keep saying a word. We have no idea what it is, and they're like, "Hey, all right, we're going to send you the bill of lading, and you'll fill that out, and you'll do whatever." And so we're on speaker, and Azteki and I are both looking at each other like, "What are they saying? What is
Yeah.
this word?"
yeah,
And the word you're saying is lading?
Lading.
lading. It's a
Yeah.
verb now.
Yeah.
And we just went along with it. We didn't want them to know we'd never shipped a pallet before.
You were too ashamed
Right.
to
Too
ask.
ashamed to be the
Oh
new.
man, no, I would have been like, "What does that mean?"
We didn't want to look
You get
dumb
lading.
because we were already worried about putting it together right, wrapping it right. You know, like they're gonna know we don't ship pallets.
Right.
So whenever we get off the phone, we're like, "All right, email us the bill of whatever." We look it up. Like, what is lading? And it's the process of loading, like a cargo ship, or loading cargo. It's a real word.
Interesting.
That's
you know
the
what?
word.
Lading.
I would hope I'd have heard that in my life because the battalion I was with in the Marine Corps did loading and offloading of it did a beach.
Lading.
Yeah,
That's the
like
word for
when
it,
we
yeah.
went down to Puerto Rico, it was all
about getting
lading
laid.
a giant like fucking cargo ship.
So you've laid before,
Well, I've been around lading.
right?
I didn't have that MOS.
But you didn't get the bill of lading.
No, I just witnessed the lading.
Right, yeah. You were just involved in the lading.
But not once did I hear the word whilst around lading.
all right, guys, get up. Got a lot of lading to do.
Sorry?
We're lading today.
You heard us.
You're lading today.
Anyway,
I mean, when you told me, I thought I'd misheard you. It's like, did they just mean bill of loading?
yeah, we were trying to make
Because that's what it means
sense of
anyway. It's just like, why not just call it the bill of loading?
Yeah, why are we making a new word for
It's
this?
weird, yeah. I mean, I guess if you're in that business, it's not a weird word, but
Yeah. Is it like the film business? Because the film business makes up fucking words all
I don't
the time.
think it would be like the film
Just
business.
for accounting.
Yeah. No, this seems like a more universal type of a thing.
yeah.
Film
I mean,
slang
and
word.
an old word.
If anyone in the comment works in shipping, like, where did this come from?
Yeah, bill of shipping. That
Yeah, bill of
everybody.
shipping.
I mean, even when you're dealing with people outside of your industry, they're going to understand that. Like, why not?
Even
But-
shipping. I don't like shipping when it's on the ground, though.
Stingers, Simon.
Stingers.
Stingers.
Never stingers.
Okay, yeah. Stingers are, aren't they electric cords?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
electric cord.
All right,
it's
so
an
there's
extension cord.
Stinger and film.
Sometimes I
So
think
what else?
industries make up words.
C-47s.
C-47s.
I think
Well, I
they
don't
make
know.
up words just to
Clothespins.
be.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Is it to be like you? I'm a trained person in this job. I know the words.
I think that's
in,
what
in,
film-
In film, it's probably a mix of that, but it's also a mix of accounting. Like, if you go to the guy giving the money, the accountant, and it's like, we need all these C-47s. The guy running the numbers, doing the budgets, will be like, oh, sure, it sounds like you need this. If you go to him and say, I need 1,000 clothespins, and it's this much, they go, well, wait a minute, that's just fucking
But a
clothespins.
film accountant knows exactly what all those
if
things
they know
are.
what a
At this point,
C-47
yeah,
is, they know what
they
a
have.
clothespin's for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at this point, yes.
Yeah.
But I think back in the day, it was a way to basically get the budget,
Maybe.
to say, all right, we need this money. And then so they were just trying to figure out, how can we eke an extra $1 out of the studio for
Do
this
they
or that?
even still use clothespins? I mean,
Yeah.
nowadays.
Oh,
like-
absolutely.
But like
Yeah.
a lot of lights are like
They're
LED,
still gelling 'em, though.
and you can just you can just change the color of it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot. You're right.
You know what?
LEDs.
Yeah, that's true.
But they still are, though.
Okay.
But
Anyway,
for how
The
long?
clothespins are to hold gels in front of the lights.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't know,
Yep. And a gel being a
colored
thin
piece
plastic
of
colored
plastic
piece
film.
of a
Yeah.
Little gel and opal, all that stuff.
diffusion.
Diffusion, yes.
Yes,
We
yes,
worked
yes.
on film sets before.
Yes, and shot the films.
Anyway, this pallet, if you haven't shipped one, I recommend it. It was a lot of fun. We did it together as a team.
So when it got there, it looked a little beat up.
Beat up.
It looked like something. It looked like somebody else's something fell against ours and shifted it all like Leaning Tower of Pisa kind of.
Virgin laders.
Because
Yeah.
we wrapped it like crazy.
Now, when you wrap that,
I
what I've
watched three
seen.
videos on how to
Okay,
wrap
good.
it.
So that's perfect. So you do like nice big pull and stretch where you're almost like you're making it so much skinnier.
We pulled and stretched. We pulled and twist. Twist is a technique.
Oh, okay.
That gives it some extra strength in the middle.
Good. So you did a good job.
We went underneath the corners. We got the pallet was a part of it. It was well wrapped. And Anthony,
What about
who
him?
started out in the grocery store business,
Right.
wrapping pallets
What?
many times.
Yeah.
Well,
He
why
was
was he
wrapping
wrapping
pallets?
pallets?
Yeah.
He was accepting pallets that
That
were,
were
and he
wrapped.
would destock them. He
Well,
wasn't like shipping
he must
shit
have
out.
shipped things back. It could have been recycling or it could have
Pallets
been whatever.
worth? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
wish
know
he was
either.
here.
Yeah, no,
I wish
yeah.
he was
He
here.
knew how to
too.
do it. He was like, "Oh yeah, I used to wrap 1,000 pallets." We're like, "Oh, okay. We'll
What
just
was
go
he
to town."
wrapping it for?
As a kid, did he know what he was doing? I don't know. But
Probably
now
not.
I trust you more than I trust him.
That's always a safe bet.
Yep.
Wow.
I immediately thought that you just did a bad job when I saw the picture. I was like, that's a bad rap.
No,
But you watched videos.
He
I
always
trust
gets
you.
a bad rap.
Right? You do.
Now he's a rap god.
That's right.
It's official. No one here likes daylight savings time because the days get shorter, but your to-do list does not. But you know what helps with that? Factor's no prep, no mess meals. From breakfast to dinner and anything in between, Factor has easy meals to make, and they are delicious. It only takes 2 minutes, and you're done. And with 35 different meals to choose from every week, and over 60 little extra options you can add on, like keto cookies, pressed juices, and smoothies. So even though the sun's going down early, you can stay energized with America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service. And Factor's meals are chef-prepared and dietitian-approved. And what I honestly like the most is the taste. I mean, they taste great. Somehow they cracked the code on chicken always being juicy. And it keeps me away from fast food and just overall junky food for dinner. So why don't you head to factormeals.com/Neebs50 and use code Neebs50 to get 50% off your first box and 20% off your next month. That's code Neebs50 at factormeals.com/Neebs50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active. Thank you, Factor.
Okay. Anyway, it was fun. We took pictures with it. It was great.
And we sent it off to Dallas.
And it got there.
Yeah, it arrived.
It got there. It was a little crooked, but it got there.
It did.
And it's a pretty economical way to get something somewhere, isn't it?
Yeah, you think, I mean, what they told us was it was a 4x4 pallet, and it could be 3,000 pounds and 8 feet tall. And to think you could ship all that for like $500
Is it each way?
one way.
So
Right.
theoretically, you could probably ship I know human trafficking happens all the time. It's horrible.
But
But like you could
in a good
probably
way,
send a
yeah.
human as long as they could breathe in there. If it was like, it looked like boxes, but you had like, it was hollowed out in the middle.
Yeah.
Got a little setup in there, a little
Breathing
chair,
holes.
breathing holes.
Why would you want to do that?
Just saying you probably could do it.
You could.
Yeah.
Because you could probably fit 4 people if you all stood up.
They're not checking for humans, I don't think, are they?
Probably not. You could also do like 6 monkeys, probably.
imagine.
Medium-sized monkeys if you
some
wanted to.
some Komodo dragons, if you will.
Good. Yeah.
Kittens,
I mean,
A
what's
lot
in,
of chickens.
kind of what's in there is on the bill of lading. So,
pile of kittens.
The bill of lading.
Maybe
So if
4
you're
people.
lying,
yeah.
you're
4
lading
standing
lying.
people.
Yeah.
But
Nice.
we haven't got it back yet. So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. It's
We're
supposed to
hoping
arrive
it comes tomorrow.
And that it's insured for quite a bit, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's so many dollars per pound, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
Did anything get dinged at all? And when we looked at it when we got there to
I
Dallas,
didn't notice anything damaged. No.
It was just leaning.
Yeah, it was just cockeyed. It looked like something had fallen on top of it, but didn't do any
Which,
damage.
Good.
Most of our stuff isn't fragile.
Right.
And it's also boxed up. It's got a little cushion already.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's the Lade story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you. And then we had a freaking show.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
Dallas.
to
Not a
Dallas.
show, but like, yeah.
A party, a festival.
Yeah.
Party.
Dallas was a lot of fun.
Playing Blood Moons was fun. It was lopsided in our favor when we
yeah.
Oh,
were
big time! Yeah, it was. I mean, it's
great.
still such an early version of the game. Like
Yes.
they're nowhere near done with the game. They're like, we're gonna let you guys just kind of, play an early version of the game. And I think they made it easy on us because they were like, oh, they thought we were gonna be really bad.
They may have done that because we played before we went there. Some
A
of
little
us
bit.
jumped online and played with them,
And it was very brief.
and we lost the first few rounds.
We did.
Oh yeah, for sure.
and they
But it was
may
the
have-
short build. That build had the time before the night
Yeah,
was
the time to
cut in
prepare.
half.
No, actually, the time was still short when we played. Lathan did not
But-
adjust it. He said
No,
Oh,
it
yeah?
was not the same amount of time.
he told me it was not adjusted. I asked him. I said, "Dude, is this
they were
the
telling
version?"
me that it was a longer version.
All right, Lathan, you're a
Wow.
liar. I'm
Wow.
calling him a liar right now.
we should go to court.
But
Oh, we
after
could talk about
having
that, too.
played it, like when we played it from homes, or when we played it last week before we went, it like clearly felt like it was a different amount of time. It didn't feel that way to you?
Not to me, but look, it's me.
It's quick. The amount of time you have to prepare for the
It
horde
is
is pretty quick.
Yeah.
And the difference was only going to be a minute and a half. You
Yeah,
see,
which is
a lot.
a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
but again, he told me he might be a liar. I'm not
He's
sure.
a liar.
But one big difference whenever we played it from home than when we played it in Texas was they had more types of zombies.
Uh-huh.
Like the dogs were in there, the vultures were in there.
Yep, they did.
They didn't have those in Texas, which made it easier for us.
The
Yeah.
vultures that you did not like.
I don't.
I didn't
I
either.
also don't.
They have
like
this
that.
kind of like swirly wind thing around. I don't like that effect. on
tornado.
them.
I don't understand that.
But that might. I mean, this is.
Yeah.
The game's not ready yet.
No, it's not. And apparently, too, like a week earlier, it was flipped when it came down to nobody could beat the whatever you call the horde master or whatever
Right.
that guy is.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're still working on
It was
balancing.
back and forth. So obviously they're adjusting.
Or you guys just sucked. I didn't get to be Horde Master. The
Well, we-
zombie
Yeah.
master.
Oh, I was awful at it.
We finally got it together online a little bit, like because we were all trying to loot. Real
Right?
quick
Yeah. You got to
and
have
then
somebody build. Yeah.
And we're like, all right, you guys loot, we'll build.
It's true.
Yeah.
And then come back.
Yep.
And but we had some really close matches online, which were a lot of fun.
They were.
Yeah, no, the game's like I'm curious to see where it goes because just the initial time I had with it, I was like, okay, this is a fun just jump in and play a few rounds with your friends, like
Yeah.
30, 40 minutes, however you want to play. But I like the concept of it of like, all right, yeah, a group of you are looting and building and trying to stop this horde that comes and hopefully you can adjust the time to your liking.
That'd be nice.
Because I would love like more time to build,
Oh,
but
of
also
course.
give the zombie master way more time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And more resources.
And yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, let's make it last a little longer. Let's make it a lot of fun. Let's make it more chaotic.
And I could see this because we stream 7 days sometimes, but I could see this being a fun stream game.
That'd be a fun
Yes.
stream game.
Oh yeah, have people log in and like, yeah, we're the zombie masters, and yeah, that could be a lot of fun. I was surprised how the one time I played Zombie Master, I caught on pretty quick, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. It's like you just hit a button and boom, you can see the whole stage.
It looks like if you look at it, not knowing what you're doing, it
Yeah.
looks a little complex.
Yeah, and it's
but
not.
it's not.
Yeah, as soon as you go like, oh, you just drag the tokens where you want the zombies to spawn, and you can click on any zombie and hit a button, and boom, you become that zombie. It felt really
Bounce
quick and
yeah.
natural and fun. I was like, all right, I like what they're doing there as far as like being the zombie master.
That's cool.
Like that's a lot of that's pretty cool.
I think that's why that game exists, because everyone kind of wants to be zombie
Yeah, you want to
master.
be the zombies for once. It's kind of
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Do you
And
think maybe because when you become a zombie, you kind of have this red glow about you? Do you think it could be a little more subtle?
It could be.
I
It
think
is-
so.
It's nice on obviously it's nice on the survivor side because you know like, oh, I know which one is the player.
Yeah.
But I also agree with you. It's like, okay, that just puts all the focus of the fire on the player.
should
Yeah.
be a
Which-
setting.
Which feels a little unfair. Yeah, it
Or-
would be
and
cool if
really-
you could turn it off, or like you said, more subtle. Like maybe the eyes are the only thing that glows.
Yeah.
Yeah, or just reduce the outline of the glow by
Or
half. I
that's
mean,
something you put your tokens into to become, I don't know.
Stealthy. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe that's an upgrade you can get.
Sure.
It's like, oh, now I can go stealth for a
Because
while.
there were
Oh,
two
wow.
things that Richard, and for those, Richard is pretty much who founded Fun Pimps with two other dudes or whatever. But he was with, there were two things, I don't think I can bring them up, but both the things he told me that aren't in the build that we did, I was like, oh yeah,
yeah.
to both. And sorry to be so,
Cryptic.
I like it though.
yeah.
Yeah, Blood Moons was fun. Was Dallas? I had never been to Dallas. That was my first time.
I never got to enjoy that area.
Yeah,
we're
I
McKinney.
made the decision to go early because
Yeah.
I flew in on Monday.
Yeah.
I think most of you guys came in either
Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday, and Simon Thursday.
Right.
But I'm glad I did because I had to go in. Our friend Daniel from How It Should Have Ended lives in Dallas. So immediately we landed and got up with him, got to see the Hishi offices, or the Hizzy offices.
Hizzy.
We went to one place that made shuffleboard fun. I
Yeah,
think I showed you guys video.
you did.
A place called Electric Shuffle. That place was great.
I love the idea.
Yeah, if anyone finds themselves in Dallas, please go to Electric Shuffle.
Does everyone like? I immediately think of shuffleboard, the traditional stuff. So you're talking about the
push
shuffle,
one?
which is the
little puck on the long
puck
table.
with the long table,
Yeah.
Hand
So-
thrown.
Yeah,
The table.
it's a long table. You got each round you got like 4 pucks, and you try to push it, and you're trying to get a certain score.
and it's got a little fine sand on the table, right?
Yes, yes.
So
it's kinda
very
like-
slick.
Yes.
How many times have you played the old school push?
I mean, back in the day,
Yeah.
I played it like at least a few times a year. We'd go away to places that would always have that as an option.
And-
It'd be like, it's free
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah.
Takes more space, obviously, but
Oh, yeah.
that's a lot of fun.
That
There's
is a lot of fun.
There's a very classic bar in St. Paul that in the basement they've got a few of the. You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
It's a
I
great.
love that.
It's a
But
classic bar game, but this made it. Yeah, this Electric Shuffle place made it. I felt like 10
the
times
tinier
better.
versions,
Yeah.
Yeah.
very cool.
Oh, it's still a decently long table.
It is, but playing it on when you're pushing it with the stick
Yeah, that's a bigger.
on the
it's a
ground,
bigger
it's
space.
probably 3-4 times as big of an
it's
area.
a lot more, actually.
And you were in
Yeah.
Texas. Everything's supposed to be bigger.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
true. It was not. It was not bigger. Well, I guess it was. It was a bigger facility. They must have had. It felt like they had 20 shuffleboards in that.
So they have
place.
leagues.
Oh, yeah,
Guaranteed.
I guarantee it. I guarantee they're having leagues and
sounds
they're
fun.
doing that whole tournament thing.
Yeah,
And the board was great because it wasn't just. I mean, it is shuffleboard, but they had like 5 different game types you could cycle through. And the rounds go quick. It's like, okay, we're going to do a round of this game. And that lasts maybe total 10 minutes. And they're like, all right, now let's do a round of the next thing.
Okay.
And you just keep cycling them. And they're all pretty fun.
Did you bring up the fact that there was a screen? Because
That was part of it.
That's
So,
a big part
yeah,
of it.
So all the pucks had like little chips in them.
Yeah.
So as you pushed it, it would digitally show you where your puck was on the screen, and like depending on what the game was, how well you were doing. Like one game was like you wanted to have your pucks as far apart from each other as possible because you wanted to occupy more space on the board, and that
Right.
all got displayed in like a hexagonal form on the screen.
Right. It's going to tell you exactly. Oh, because normally you'd have to measure it.
Right.
So it's perfect.
Yeah, one game was like you wanted 2 pucks to be closest together, and at the end, whoever had the 2 pucks closest together would win. And you'd see that up on the screen. It's like you'd see the 2 pucks, and there's like a little lightning bolt in between them.
Yep.
It's like at this current moment, that's the team that has the closest together.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was awesome. Electric Shuffle.
And you went to the video game museum as well,
I
right?
did. God, that was the other thing. Yeah, we went over to the National Video Game Museum in Texas. I don't know why I was expecting that to just be a tiny place. It was huge.
Wow.
They had so many like old consoles and setups and just a lot of like great video game history on the wall. Yeah, it was super fun to go through. It's like, yeah, I touched controllers that I haven't touched in 30 years. Like, oh my God, look at this thing.
Yeah.
I remember this thing.
No, that's
It's
great.
very nostalgic, very fun. If you're a fan of video games and yeah, you find yourself in that area, check out the National Video Game Museum.
That's probably my biggest regret that I didn't do.
Yeah, it was really cool. And at the end of it, like when you first walk in, the guy hands you 4 tokens, and it's like, oh, okay. And there's little games around that you can like play, but they're all free. I was like, I wonder what the tokens are for. And then at the very end, the last thing you go into is like an 80s arcade, and they got 80s music blasting, and they got like all the arcade machines lined up. And yeah, you got 4 tokens. You can just play 4 games. They're 1 token each. Oh. Remember those days?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Nowadays,
it's a
you go to
quarter, you know?
arcade, it's like, you got to put either 6 fucking quarters in this thing, or like you got to get the fucking cards.
Right.
Could you buy more tokens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a change machine in there. You can put $1 in, get 4 tokens out. I was
Oh,
like,
so
yep,
they were
that's how
legit
it used to be.
a quarter.
Yeah.
How great.
What'd you play?
I played Metal Slug. I played a version of Asteroids. I played it was like F1 Formula Racing. Mm-hmm. And then don't remember the other one off the top of my head.
Yeah. Today's arcades aren't fun.
No.
Like
No,
Not
for the
as
most
fun.
part.
they're flashy, but it's put $1 in, hit a button, and watch a ball drop.
And it's mostly all about tickets and getting some kind of
Well, that's
dumb
the business
thing.
model. I get it. Like, I mean, those places make so much money
Yeah.
on that model.
But
It's like I
when
don't
we were
blame them.
kids, it was about playing a game. And they had like skee ball in the corner where you could still get tickets, but if you wanted to play whatever, Dragon's Lair or
Oh, God.
Mortal
Oh,
Kombat
yeah.
or whatever, you were just there to play a game. You weren't there for tickets.
Yeah, like I was in a arcade recently and I was playing some like I guess newer racing games against, they got like 4 chairs so you could play against each other and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But they just kind of keep you on the track and you just go like, oh yeah, there's not really any skill here.
Oh, right. It's just
And it was weird because these games look like, oh, this is going to be something that, I want to blow up. I want to fuck up.
Yeah.
I don't want you to like bounce me back onto the
right. Yeah,
onto
I want
the
to
thing,
wreck.
It's like this, it felt way too baby.
Yeah.
And a lot of the games seem to follow that trend because I was playing with my 11-year-old
Yeah.
and she was right there with me and
Right. They make it easy for everybody.
like, yeah.
Did you
I'm
tell her
"You're
you're not
sucking."
doing that good?
Yeah, you sucking. No,
Yeah,
and
you
I
gotta
was
let her
sucking
know.
too.
It's
She
just
beat
keeping
me
you
and
on
I'm
the-
like, oh
Gotta
yeah.
tell her.
The only reason you're winning is because of the.
She's awesome. I love her. This show is sponsored by Liquid IV, and it's the holiday season with a marathon of gatherings with your family and loved ones. And how easy is it to forget to take care of yourself in the rush? And that's why Liquid IV, with their convenient packets of Hydration Multiplier or Sugar-Free Hydration Multiplier, you get 8 vitamins and nutrients and 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink and no artificial sweeteners. I have my own little ritual that I use for my packet, and I've got like a 20-ounce glass that I pour the packet in, then I water dispense until it's full. Then I just drink from it. I don't even mix it up. And then when I get halfway down, I fill it up again. And Liquid IV is more than just a drink. It's scientifically formulated to hydrate better than water alone. And Liquid IV is always non-GMO, vegan, gluten, dairy-free, and soy-free. Just tear, pour, and live more. So stay hydrated through the holidays with Liquid IV and get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com and use code Neebs at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code Neebs at liquidiv.com.
So we were in McKinney, Texas.
Yeah.
Yes,
which
we
is
were.
32 miles north of Dallas.
That's right.
I've got some facts for you on McKinney.
Well, can't wait.
It's Collin County's 3rd largest city after Plano and Frisco.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
There you go. I don't know if I've ever heard of Plano.
I've heard of Plano.
Yeah, I was in Plano.
Was
Were
it
you?
Frisco
It was
where
on the
they
map,
have the museum?
Census Bureau ranked McKinney as the nation's 4th fastest growing large city from 2010 to 2019. There's a pretty big downtown, historic downtown, like 210 little shops. Like I
Yeah,
don't
the
know if you
downtown
guys
was
drove-
great. I only walked
Beautiful.
around it briefly, but yeah,
Tons
it's
of little
pretty.
shops, bars, all that stuff.
There's another arcade down there that was awesome.
Right,
That
I
Arcade
noticed.
92.
Gotcha.
And that's-
it was right by
that's-
the comedy club.
Yeah, that's the business model I prefer with arcades because the business model there is mostly older arcade games, a couple new, but you go in, you pay $12, and all the games are free. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, high entry price, but then you can play whatever the hell you want, and
Yeah.
then there's a bar you can get beer, and then you can get food. I was eating a pizza and playing like Smash TV. And I was like, I'm the happiest motherfucker in the world right
Oh,
now. I feel
yeah.
like I'm fucking 10 again. This is awesome.
Now, see, that's the difference. Like when we were kids, the arcades didn't have beer. A lot of them
Right.
didn't. They
True,
were just
yeah,
for kids.
yeah.
But if you can charge $12 and sell beer,
Yeah.
that's a business.
You should be doing all right then, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they would have sold sodas and pizza. And,
Yeah, and we went at a good time. I think we went on like it must have been like a Thursday morning because I talked to another crew that went like on a Saturday, like Saturday afternoon. They were like, it was packed.
Gotcha.
But yeah, well, like we managed to get in there in the time. There was hardly anybody. It
Yeah.
was super nice.
Great looking downtown.
Yeah, cute. McKinney.
And we were at Tupps Brewery, which is right on the edge of the downtowny area.
Now they used to not be.
They were like
It's a fairly new property.
Yeah,
Well, it's an
I-
old property, but new
they
business.
got a grant from the town of McKinney to move closer.
Gotcha.
Because they were a little bit further out, but McKinney's really, their downtown's doing great. They're
Yeah.
making a lot of money,
Yeah.
and they're really working on expanding that town. So they gave Tupps a grant to say, hey, you guys move over here.
Yeah.
That's
So you're
awesome.
right across the tracks. You're right downtown. That's going to bring more business. And that location was great.
It was like an old abandoned
Mill,
granary or mill or
granary,
something.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now it's this great place and there's so much room there,
Yeah.
festivals and whatever.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it worked good for us. And because, we got to move each of our night's events. We got to be in a little bit of a different area and kind of switched up the vibe of it entirely.
Yeah, the venue was huge.
Beer hall the first night, which was kind of a covered area
Yeah.
structure.
Yeah.
And then the other side, there's a big field with a stage for live music or for.
There's some horses over.
Yeah,
on
horses.
That was
yeah.
temporary.
A little,
Yeah, that
okay.
was.
little
Gotcha.
dankies.
They brought
Missed
that
them.
in,
Kids
yeah.
riding the dankies.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot going on at
yeah.
any given moment.
Nice spot. And
It
then
was.
They brew their own beer.
They do. They've existed for like 8 or 9 years. Tupps has. So I guess until they made this move.
I was told they were the 5th largest brewer in the state of Texas.
And Texas is
Okay.
big. If you didn't know, look at a map.
And there's a lot of, especially these days, a lot of breweries.
Good God. Yeah. Oh, that brewery, like seeing inside in that big back building, that was
It's huge. Yeah.
was quite the
It's a
Yeah.
big old operation.
yeah.
Yeah, I had I ran across, those axes, like fire axes, got a point on the side.
Yep.
Whatever. And I see these big barrels. I tried to like get a hole in one of those sides just to see what would happen. Fucking hit it like 6, 7 times. As dented the shit out of it. It wouldn't
Yeah.
break.
Simon's
Quality.
going back to
Quality
his
shit.
prohibition days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're using the rubber axe because that's not going to do it.
No, I was using a real one.
Okay.
I
Because
wasn't
we had
messing around.
we had rubber weapons for yeah.
Yeah, or
For the
foam or
photos.
whatever.
We were taking pictures, and the
Yeah.
Fun Pimps had all these like rubber bats with rubber
Yeah.
spikes going through them, and
Yeah.
a
You had
fireman's
a
axe.
sledgy.
I had a sledgy. Yeah, we did the blitz, quick pictures. Man, I made some really weird faces, like just
Sure.
trying. And I'm not trying to. I'm just going like, I wonder what these pictures these poor people got with my.
Yeah.
In front of the big
face.
zombie bear.
Yeah, which was great.
That was
Zombie Bear
cool.
was awesome.
That was cool. Back to the beer real quick, the Tupps beer. Good stuff. Good variety of stuff. I mean, if they're that big, I was digging on their sours and stuff like that.
Yeah, well,
Man,
the one they had for the show, the Blood Moon beer
Yeah.
that they made, that one was
it's
good.
very nice.
Oh yeah, it's very good.
Now, that pumpkin one, that was up in kind of our quote unquote green room
Oh,
area.
wait, was that the 12% one?
Didn't know that. Yeah. 12.5% pumpkin beer. Wouldn't have ever fucking known that because it was a delicious, like usually if you're getting into that percentage, you get you can get a little
Warning.
inkling.
Right, yeah.
You taste
In the
it.
flavor, like,
oh, this
no, couldn't taste it. Gave one to my girl. Big mistake. No, I mean, she was fine,
Yeah.
but like.
And you can tell maybe half hour after you drink it.
Yeah. You're like, wait a minute.
You drink 2 of those, it's like you drank a bottle of wine.
Like, that's some sneaky shit. Mm-hmm. And even the one sour I was digging was like 7%. It was in those yellow cans. I was kind of digging on that, but 7 will sneak up on you too.
Oh, yeah.
But 12.5, damn.
Now, did you get this from tap or in a can?
It was in a can.
The 12.5 was in can.
You just didn't read it.
I just didn't read it.
Yeah.
I just took a sip immediately. I saw pumpkin beer,
Right.
If it was over 8, I would have been surprised.
He was feeling feminine.
I was feeling quite,
Well,
well,
that
I mean,
pumpkin beer.
or
I'm just saying.
Oh, I
I'm just
know.
saying.
No, I know
He
what you're
does
saying.
That.
did you guys take the, any of you peel a sticker off the can?
No.
Seen that?
I saw some of the. I think I showed up after someone had peeled the stickers off.
What I've gathered, so I did try, and if you were to ever be at this place or have a Tupps beer, and some of you probably already know this, you can peel off the entire label around the whole can. You're going to want to do it before you open it or when it's empty, because you're going to be squeezing that thing. That label's on there, and it takes time to get the whole thing off. But from what I've gathered, the one I peeled off, it was like kind of funny. It said something like, "You ripped my face off," something like that. But I heard that some of them reveal you get a free beer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was cool. Oh, Tupps.
Yeah.
Sneaky little biscuits.
That's
Okay,
fun.
that's cool. You know what? That's a great idea. If you're shipping cans out, people pull that off. Free beer.
If there's
but
a
you have to go to
random-
the brewery for
Yeah.
that.
But
Yeah.
it's a pain. It's a really big pain to peel it off.
It's not a quick peel.
Make
No.
you work for it.
So they're assholes about it.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's cool.
But they had all the foods and all that stuff too. Yeah.
Man, yeah, that one Anthony got a sandwich. It was their. I think you had it too, Dora. It was their hot dog or whatever.
Covered in smoked brisket.
God, it was like, the hot dog was sliced down the middle and split open and then just stuffed with brisket. God. Like, oh my God. Texas.
I didn't even see it on the menu.
I had a heart attack looking at it.
Dude.
Yeah. I'm glad I mean, I would have liked to have tasted it, but.
It was all right. It was all right.
Oh, man, it looked good.
They're giant pretzels, though. I wish they had the pretzel, like, I would have loved to get one of those giant pretzels with smoked brisket over that and cheese on that.
So the giant pretzel was about the size of an adult baseball mitt, you know? Like, it was big.
It was bigger than your average big pretzel.
It was a very big pretzel.
Yeah.
You gave me a piece of it, which was equivalent to a big pretzel, I think.
It's a lot of pretzel.
Where I was like, I literally wanted a little piece, and I
Yeah.
got like an arm, like a baby's arm of a pretzel.
It's like a breadstick,
What the fuck
basically.
is this?
Yeah.
No, but it looked good. I wanted some mustard. Anyway.
Some of you
mustard.
might have seen our live stream. We did a live stream facing the audience for the first
God.
time.
Right.
And the
which-
sound was awful, apparently.
For the first bit.
No,
like
there's
30
well,
minutes.
let me clarify. The stream
What?
sound.
the stream
Yes.
The
sound.
live sound sounded great.
Yes,
Delicious.
it did.
But-
Yummy.
and it's funny because this happened to Anthony twice now, and he's always just he's in full panic mode when the stream starts and the audio's coming through like trash.
Yeah.
But he didn't, I don't think he knew.
Well, he found out pretty quick because he was running around and none of us knew.
Okay, he was running around?
He was running around
Okay.
trying to fix it without
us knowing.
without
making a
disturbing
scene.
us.
Yeah.
Right.
So, because we knew this happened last time, we thought it had something to do with, because in Raleigh, I don't know, we were trying to tie into their
Right.
audio systems and then back to the stream, and
Right.
there was all this feedback noise. So this time, same thing. Even though we did test beforehand and everything sounded fine, when we started streaming, it sounded bad again. But what it was, I guess he just didn't have a thick enough cable going from whatever the interface back to the PC, to his laptop.
I thought that Dora saw something.
Well, at the very end, I remember him going, "Oh, I just had to unplug this."
No, he
That was at the double feed?
he
The
switched a cable out.
Okay.
He took a thinner USB and got a more shielded, thicker USB,
Okay.
and that instantly fixed it.
So the other cable thing was regarding something else. Maybe it was when we did that raid.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're in Texas. You need a bigger cable.
You need a bigger cable.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a gamer was stirring because they were dialed in wearing their brand new Turtle Beach gaming headset. Seriously, they won't even hear Santa come down the chimney with these things on. And Turtle Beach's Gen 3 Stealth 700 headset is the cheat code for giving the best gift this year. Because whoever the lucky recipient is, they get to stop sounding like they're talking underwater, and you get to be the holiday MVP, giving crystal clear sound, maximum comfort, and the ability to hear every little detail in their game, which makes it a much better gift than some candy and a pair of jeans. And when I opened up my box, I was impressed. Beautifully made, nice and sturdy, very comfortable, sound amazing. What else do you need? Oh yeah, 80 hours of battery time. That's what you need. So if you're looking for the upgrade in sound quality like I was, then get the ultimate immersive gaming experience with Turtle Beach today. And for a limited time only, head to turtlebeach.com and use code Neebs for 10% off your entire order. That's 10% off your order at turtlebeach.com with promo code Neebs. Don't delay. Get the perfect gift today. And now, get it now. Thank you, Turtle Beach.
But yeah, it was different facing the audience. It brought a little extra pressure.
Yeah, we didn't realize, because we've only ever done this once before, as far as it being a
Like-
part of our live weekend, having the stream be part of it.
Yeah.
And we never intended it to be everyone just sit and watch us game. We thought it'd be more of a social, like, hey, this is the weekend of the thing.
Yeah, we're streaming,
socialize.
but yeah, behind it's just a party happening around us.
Yeah, but this particular venue has tables laid out, because it's
They're
meant for
picnic
eating and
tables.
drinking.
Yeah, picnic tables.
And they're all laid out. They all have QR codes so you can order your food and drink.
Yeah.
So we thought people would just be walking around, drinking, partying while we're streaming.
Nah.
No, it was like classroom style.
All eyes on us.
Which was fine.
Which
Yeah.
I was, by the way, I mean, listen, when we did it the one other time in Durham, they were watching us too, but it was because they were watching our backs in the screen, and that's the way it should have been. So
Yeah.
that's all. It's like that changes everything. Even if
does.
it was the same seating, if we were just flipped around, it would have been just fine.
Yeah. But Anyway,
Yeah, it worked out. We still had fun.
it's
Yeah,
different
absolutely.
every time.
It was.
Hopefully, everybody had a good time there.
Yeah, it was just streams. Streams are usually 90% of the time they're a mess anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, all right, this is just a mess, but we're live, so whatever.
It's better when it's a mess and you're not looking at other people right in front of you. You
This
know,
is true.
I don't
That's why
know.
when you're just looking at a screen in front of you, it's much better.
I don't know. I feel like
all.
that's what our audience expects from us. At
No,
this
they do.
point.
That's fine. But
They're
we
like,
all,
oh, it's
yeah.
like, oh, it's 3 minutes in and everything's gone to shit. This is typical.
That's just fine.
Yeah.
So we can just turn around and look at them and then still look at the screen.
Then the next night, well, what do we even call that event?
Oh, there was like the pitcher blitz.
So we did the picture blitz, and there's some.
They got to play the game.
Yeah, some people were playing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they had like
they,
10 computers set up, right?
Yeah, they set up
Yeah.
they set up the computers over there, so
Yeah.
if people wanted to play Blood Moons, they could.
Yeah.
I did not. I was not able
Yeah.
to. They were taken.
Yeah.
They set us up. Yeah, we were in front of that the mechanical bear.
Yep.
Yeah.
That looked
Zombie
amazing.
bear.
Yeah, it was
Good
great.
Lord. I talked to the girl that put it together for a brief period
Yeah.
of time.
Yeah.
She was awesome.
What'd she say? Like her name tag said that dumb bitch who built
Who
the
brought the-
robot
who
or
brought the
something.
robot.
Brought
And
the-
That's right. Yeah.
And
yeah.
remember,
That's right.
What robot? And then it's like that one, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
It's
it's,
like,
a
that's
robot.
not a robot.
I guess
That's
it's
a
a robot.
robot.
You should have said the bear.
Of course it is. It is
Yeah.
a robot, but
And then so that night was great. And then our last night was the party and the when we got to play Blood Moons.
Yeah,
With Lathan.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
we
fun.
all
We were all
dressed
dressed up.
up.
Yeah, I enjoyed. Just kind of like the live show. I had no idea what you guys are going to do costume wise until
Yeah.
I see you, and it's fun to see what everyone puts on. Like Simon, I loved your like mad scientist
Oh.
get up.
yeah, thanks
Like-
to April and Kurt who lent me that.
Okay.
That coat was pretty awesome. I forgot it came with rubber gloves, which totally gave the whole like surgeon.
Oh, you
thing.
fucked
Yeah.
up.
And I did, but I would not have worn them.
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
asking me, "What are you, like a chef?" And I'm like,
Yeah, because I didn't know
I
what
got
you
mad
were.
scientist
I know.
vibes. It was
I
like-
got mad scientist
Rubber
vibes,
gloves
too.
and like scientist goggles would have went a long way, I think.
Ooh, scientist.
a little extra.
Ooh,
yeah, a little extra
goggles,
flair.
absolutely. But I
Yeah.
did do my own makeup, which came up pretty good.
Yeah, the makeup was great.
And thanks to help with other people.
It's the
though.
old school doctor thing that
The
they
old
had on
doctor reflector thing.
The-
Oh
that,
yeah,
like-
yeah, the big.
That would
I
have
don't
been
know
something.
what is that
That
called.
would have been great.
And, what the fuck are those? Like, it's not that they're used anymore.
Yeah, what the hell were they doing?
Yeah, it's like a big strap on your head with like
What
a
did they do?
mirror.
like a reflector thing.
Yeah.
It was metal. It
I
wasn't
mean, I
even a
assume-
mirror. It was like
Was it-
stainless steel.
I assume it was
right?
reflector because back in the
Bouncing
day,
light?
yeah, you're not going to
Yeah.
put a battery powered light on your head back
Right.
back then.
Is that just what that is? It's like,
So,
oh, it's
yeah,
just
the-
a light
do we know
reflector.
that?
Easily shine
know
light onto it, so when you're looking
We're
down-
speculating. We don't know.
Oh, I bet you it was though. I bet you they would use
That's
it
not
to
a bad
divert
guess.
light.
Bounce a little
That's
light.
not a bad guess.
One-
It's just
yeah,
a
I
light
bet you that
bounce.
is. You look that up, Neebs.
You
I
look it up
think-
right now.
I bet you that's it.
My
Yeah.
phone will not. Oh, come on.
And
Like
you know
an
what?
old
It's
school
probably even
light
like
bounce.
back in the day, like candle lights. You'd have that candle
Yeah.
down next to the body that you're
I
doing
mean, it makes
surgery
sense.
on.
It makes sense.
So Neebs was a zombie football player. His lady
Looked
was
great.
a zombie cheerleader.
Yeah.
They looked fantastic.
You know what was my favorite thing about Neebs' costume?
Tell me about it.
First day, never played a game, perfectly white. Like your
Yeah.
Oh,
football thing. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
All that was
You
freshly
did-
ordered off.
You did not
Yeah.
want to dirty it up though. There was no like you're a zombie guy that's right out of like first day, you know,
Yeah.
taking pictures.
When-
I found that
When I had, I was like, I'll get this dirty in Texas, and there was just no time.
You had a nut
Right.
cup on.
Yeah.
a cup that you
Why?
handed me in the stage at one point. It was in my hand, your warm
It was
cup.
funny.
I know it was funny.
Because we
I'm
were-
saying it with a smile.
We were on stage, and Simon said, "Oh, I gotta pee,"
Yeah.
and then people were like, "Pee in a cup," and so I handed him my
You
cup.
had- Why'd you have a cup?
To give him a
Because-
bulge, he wasn't showing.
No, here's the thing:
Yeah, he needed a show.
the pants that I ordered 3 different size of pants.
Yeah.
And the first pair I couldn't even get on. Like they were the
So
size.
tight, yeah.
And then I got a pair that was large, and I
Too
can get
big.
them on. But they
Three little bears
they
thing
make
going on right
pants
now. Yeah.
to put a cup in.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a cup there,
Oh, it's a weird.
it looks really weird.
Understood.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have worn a cup too, though.
Take that. Abstro dressed up. He had a kind of a more morbid version of what he wore in Durham, the punk rocker.
I did my punk rock outfit,
With
and then
his-
I had
his-
like this. I bought this latex
His
mask.
derp mask. I call it his derp mask.
Oh yeah, no, it looked super derpy.
until he told me that, which was like after. I'm like, oh, and now I see what you're talking about.
Yeah,
and it was hard
it
to
made it
unsee
look like it had just a giant overbite.
Yeah.
The piece actually came with a lower jaw that I
Yeah.
could have put on too.
That'd help.
But it's like I didn't want to like have to drink beer out of a straw.
get it.
all
Oh,
night.
that would have been awful.
Yeah, so I was like, I'll just do the top, and it looked goofy and fun.
Derp zombie.
That was
a
fun.
little derped out. And I was the man with the yellow hat. It's amazing how many people didn't know who the fuck I was.
A lot of people thought you worked at Cheesecake Factory.
Fair.
Why?
Well, I wasn't.
Black shirt, yellow tie.
My girl was Curious George,
Yellow
and she
hat.
wasn't around me a lot. And I guess you just have to know. I don't know.
She didn't look like Curious George either.
Well,
you know,
I mean, how do you? She was a human being.
Exactly.
That's the reason.
So when you go like, oh, I see that you're a cute animal with a tail, and
But
then this
next
guy
to
wearing
me-
yellow, and you go like, okay, like I knew who you were
Yeah.
though.
Because
Yeah.
you told us.
I liked it.
Yeah,
it was fun.
The,
a big
the big
fan.
red hat you had looked like a witch hat.
It was a yellow hat.
Yellow.
I'm sorry, yellow hat. It was very pointy.
Yes.
It was very, very pointy.
So is the
It
hat
wasn't
of-
pointy though. It
It
kind of
was
rounded out on the top. If you saw it from the side, it looked
right,
kinda
yeah.
pointy.
The first few times I saw it, I was like, that hat's more pointy than it should be.
Yeah, but you see his hat.
What's
you
his
Oh,
look-
name?
yeah, it's a hat.
The man with the yellow
That's
hat.
his name.
The man with a big yellow hat.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just saying. I
Just
didn't know
write the man with the yellow hat.
that. Okay, I know the story and everything. I was just curious.
Oh,
what
but
his
just
name
look at
was.
that hat again.
Yeah.
I know
That's
the
what
hat.
you should search.
I
Yeah.
think
Search
that the
it.
hat looked like
You're
yours.
curious what it
and
is?
it was pointy-ish. Yeah.
It was,
Curious audio?
yeah, I got that on
The
Etsy.
man
So
with the yellow hat.
you'll see how it was.
Is it that pointy?
It's not that pointy, but if you see it from the side,
That I think is a pointy hat, and I believe that your hat was like that. That is a pointy hat to me.
is that pointy?
And
I
that-
suppose.
It's a little rounded, but yeah,
Of course,
it
it's
does-
pointy though.
It's
Yeah.
pointier
It's like a
than
bullet.
Yeah,
Would
looks
you
like a
think
bullet.
A bullet's
Yeah.
pointy. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
like a 9mm kind of rounded
Exactly.
A
I
little
think
bit.
I
It's long,
call
yeah.
that
It's long
long
and thin.
It's getting me excited, but yeah.
yeah,
Long, hard,
I
and
left
pointy.
all that in the hotel room,
Oh yeah, you're like
even the boots. Got $25
Wow.
rain boots.
Okay.
those won't go to waste. That's
Well,
nice.
hopefully someone
You would think if I found
grabbed them from the.
those, yeah. I mean, they're
They're
going to go
worn
to the lost and found.
Now some of the community costumes
Yeah.
were really
Fantastic.
Awesome. So
That
we,
was fun.
We had I don't know if Neebs know this, but he knows because he came up the system. 5 tickets each, plus some other people got tickets. You run across the costumes that you think are great. You ask them if they got a ticket yet. If not, you give it to them.
Yeah, because we
Now
were
they're one of
mingling
the
with
top-
everybody
Right.
throughout the day before
Exactly.
the show.
And then after a little while, I just gave my tickets to a stick. I said, I can't take the responsibility. It's too much pressure. But did you get handed out all
No,
5 tickets?
I whenever they announced all the contestants to come up, I
Mm-hmm.
still had 1 ticket left. And there were several people I wanted to give tickets to who already had them.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yeah, that happened to me a couple of times where I saw a costume. It was like, oh man, you deserve this, and it's like, oh, yep, already got one from somebody. It's like, okay,
But I did
yeah.
give my tickets to the Duralex and Associates crew,
Yeah,
and those guys look good.
They were great. They
They
made
did.
those. She made those costumes, I believe.
I
Yeah,
mean,
they
even
look
like
great.
the Duralex helmet, they said they bought like a trash can and reshaped it,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
hammered it out.
That's
Yeah.
the only ticket I gave away.
They did,
Yeah.
and they
To him.
bondoed it
They
too.
bondoed.
Oh, is
They
that what
actually
happened?
had to bondo to round it off.
It looked good.
They looked
It did.
fantastic.
It did. I tried it on once, and the top piece that goes down on the forehead, it was really, really poking into his forehead. I was like, is that not bothering the shit out of me? He was like, oh, no.
I didn't know.
yeah, it's whatever.
But we each got 3 tickets to give out, right?
No, I thought it was 5. I gave them away. I didn't even.
I got
give them,
3.
meaning
I got
handed
3.
them over.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only
Oh,
gave
all
away
right.
1. Yeah.
Yeah, which was fine. It worked out because the
It did.
costume contest. We still, we had a good number up there.
Yeah.
Great costumes, and,
And
yeah,
there
some of
was
the
a-
7 days costumes. I mean, they were great.
And the Screamer, was that your effing mom?
Yes, I
didn't
believe so.
know it was your effing mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just amazed.
disappeared
She was
into it,
waving to
yeah.
me like, "Hey, whatever." I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Hey, great job."
But
I'm
she
like,
looked just
was
like
I know,
Screamer.
I know.
"What
Yeah,
an
it was
awesome
awesome.
job.
She had this thing that went over her mouth. So her mouth wasn't even seen, but it was black mesh.
Yeah.
So she could still talk under there.
Yeah.
And then she took like fake fingernails and cut them all jagged and weird to make teeth
Yeah,
and everything. And
This giant mouth, gaping
huge.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, and it moved with her. Yeah, it was awesome.
Threw in the contacts, sealed the deal, and
She
all
had
the.
2 pair of contacts on, I heard.
Oh, she had her real ones underneath.
And then the costume ones.
I didn't know you could do
I was
that.
like, that is some pro contact.
Someone told
wearing.
her she could do that, and I was like, well, shit. I would have loved to have given that a shot, I guess.
Yeah.
But and then, she was with the lumberjack,
Lumberjack, yeah.
and they both, side
He
by
looked
side.
great,
It's
too.
Great.
some proper cosplay.
And there was a one of the finalists was the zombie cop.
Yep.
Zombie
Big
cop, zombie
from
stripper.
7 Days.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Or the
Stripper,
party girl.
Party girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her contacts were good.
They
And then
were.
even like there was some random stuff like Castle Crashers.
that was a
Yeah,
fun
the Castle
group.
Crasher
Good.
guys.
I don't know if I remember Castle Crasher.
They were
I
on
talked to them for a
stage.
bit. Yeah, as soon as I saw them, I was like, Castle Crasher.
Maybe I just
But-
didn't know Castle Crashers. They
Yeah,
might have
they
even
had the
said
big,
it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Night helmets.
Yeah,
and
I don't
all
think
that.
they-
oh, them.
I
Yeah.
don't think they made it on stage. I think they came up on stage and they realized
They
that
entered
don't have-
themselves.
They didn't have a ticket.
This is
They
what
just
happened.
walked up
And they
there.
should have had tickets.
They should
Yeah.
have. Yeah,
They
we
should
should have been like, nah, let them in. Fuck it.
They
You're right.
told me. They said, "Hey, what's going on?" You know, like they asked somebody. It's like, "Oh yeah, if you're dressed up in a costume, go up on stage." And they were like, "Oh, okay."
That'd be everyone.
So they were told to go up
Right.
there by
Yeah.
some random. Oops. You know.
I wish I didn't know that they didn't have one because I would have gave them the other one that I had.
Right, yeah. He's like, yeah, I still had one in my pocket. We're like, nah, I gotta let him up there. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
I think I would have maybe remember the couple that one of their costumes was on the Blitz night, but they did the chain together.
Yeah, chain
Yes.
together.
Oh yeah.
That was cute.
That's creative.
I might have voted for that.
yeah.
You know what? Yeah, thinking about that could have been funny for us to do.
Well, I
like,
think I
at
brought that
same
up.
event.
Yeah.
I think I brought that up for like a
Yeah. Would have sucked when we had to go to the bathroom though.
yeah. No, that'd be weird.
No, but it would have been a lot of fun too.
Yes.
And I think I'd like to do that next time. And I'd love for us to be chained
Dude,
together.
chained together.
Because I want to be forced to at least hang out with you a little bit. I think one
Yeah.
time when I was going to the bathroom, I hugged you and I'm like, "Hey, what's going on?" You know, whatever. I got to see you for
It's been a
like,
while.
yeah.
I really feel like I didn't see because we were in the airport leaving,
Yeah.
and I came over. I was like, I feel like I haven't seen you guys all week. So
Yeah.
It really did.
What's
It
up?
is crazy. Like even though we're at this event, it did like the only time we really hung out in a large chunk was like doing the pictures. I felt like.
Yeah, the pictures and we were on stage for a little bit, and that's
Yeah.
it.
And then after, we'd go to that fire pit outside the.
I only did that a little
hotel,
bit.
Yeah, I did that one night. Yeah.
Yeah.
which was really nice.
I did it many nights before you guys got there, and
Yeah.
then I think I was hitting my wall. I was like, I'm sleepy.
Yeah, that was nice though. That because it's tiring.
Oh sure, it's a drain. It just just mingling
fun.
for
Yeah.
everybody.
And then
Everybody
the
crushed
first
it.
night, the stream night. I don't know about you guys, but I got a lot of beers brought to me by Aztecia, and I
Yeah.
drank them all.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I mean, it'd be rude not to.
You just kept on going.
and I woke up with a headache.
Oh no,
And
I
I
did
was-
pretty good. But did you? So yeah, you got good and lit up the first night.
Yeah, no, I was feeling good. And then I went to sleep. I was fine. Woke up, big headache, like in the kind of like the back behind your ear.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
And I was like, man, sometimes when you're sleeping, you're like, I want to sleep on my left side. That's what I'm feeling. Nope, head hurt too bad.
Damn.
Even just the pressure of the pillow on there was like,
Damn.
I was like,
Oh,
I can't
no
sleep on
shit.
that side.
Now, you went and got an IV after the night one, didn't you, Simon?
I did, and I feel
Ooh.
like I should have saved it, but it
the
was
next
nice
day.
to get it because I woke up and I was feeling a little rough, and I didn't know that there was fire pit action going on, and it worked out because I would have hit the bottle,
Right.
and I probably would have had one too many shots.
Because
when
whiskey
I woke
brought
up,
whiskey. Go
Yeah.
figure.
Yeah.
so
There's some
uh,
Tingalis.
A little bit of
slurping
Tingala
around,
around
yeah.
there.
but the IV and the massage chair, I went to this place, they had this like little intro thing or whatever, and I treated myself to just to make sure I was starting off the rest of the time well hydrated.
Yeah.
Got a little extra magnesium for anti-inflammatory
yeah.
reasons.
Look
You
at
know.
you are a mad scientist.
Oh yeah, but it was good. I highly recommend one every time we go away.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
We wanted to go get a workout in Friday morning.
That's
Oh,
right.
and you
Anthony
woke up
was
with a bad headache.
miserable.
Yeah, my head was killing me. And then Anthony before was like, "Yeah, I'll go with you guys." And then
Well, he was up till 3 a.m. I saw video footage of him and a squirrel, like with fucking glow lights, dancing out by the pool.
Right.
At like 3 o'clock in the morning. Just Anthony lit up on booze and like getting up early Friday morning and going running with you and your
yeah.
lady.
So
And
we
he
called
did?
him. We called him. He's like,
Of course.
but he got up.
wow.
Yeah.
and
I-
yeah.
I come downstairs and I'm like, yeah, we're about to go find some breakfast. There's like a really good place around the corner. We're going to go have pancakes. And Anthony's just like, oh, I told him I'd go run. This is miserable.
It was miserable going, but man, when I got out of there, I was like, man, I feel better now.
Oh,
Now
good
I'm
for
ready
you.
to.
Good.
Lunch is
Yeah.
going to be even better now.
Oh yeah.
Now that pool, I did get to witness. You know what? I was there 2 nights, but it was like a little break-in each night, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
little bit of a, like
you weren't supposed to
little
be there?
Mission
Right,
Impossible.
you had to jump over the fence
Jump
and
over
then
right, exactly, and then turn on the fire so everyone can sit out there on the
Oh,
fire.
gotcha. Oh, so with the door
like
not
closed.
open? With the door
No,
not open past
not
11?
after 10 o'clock.
No,
Oh, after 10.
closed,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And we were
So-
getting there at like 11.
Right.
The hotel was laid out pretty well though, because the pool was on the side of the hotel.
Yeah.
There wasn't like a lot of windows or anything where people were sleeping right at it.
No, but you also knew that whoever was working there knew we were out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I jumped over that last night.
God, he jumped over the fence in flip flops. I'm watching this, going like, we have all had a good amount to drink, right? And I'm like, this is a bad story waiting to happen. This is a reenactment that I'm going to see somewhere where he fucking.
I was fine, but there was no cushion in my landing. It was a flat.
Flip flop.
My right heel still hurts a bit.
Ouch.
Oh, no.
So,
But I was fine. My girl thought that I fucking landed on my tailbone. I did not. I landed on my feet. I was fine. But it wasn't.
How would she mix up those two?
She didn't have
Well,
a
she-
clear view of me.
well,
Okay.
he landed hard on his heels and then fell back on his butt.
Oh, you fell on your
So you
butt.
did.
I don't remember
fall.
falling on my butt.
Everyone's
believe you
saying
did.
it.
I don't think I fell on
I
my
was
butt.
right
two
behind
people.
you, but I don't know.
It's one person.
It is, but I will tell you this: this
Well,
is the
your
scary
girlfriend and him.
She's not here. She didn't see me fall on my
Okay.
butt.
part. So, well, that's why she thought you hurt your tailbone.
No, she didn't see me.
Art court.
So the top rail of this metal fence has these 6-inch spikes that are coming up every 4
Yeah,
inches, right?
to keep seagulls
It's like
and
this-
duralies out.
Yes.
And they're
And they're very pointy.
and they're very close to each other. So
Yeah,
fitting a foot in between
was the issue. And he's got flip flops on, and they're even shitty flip flops, probably
Oh,
like
they're worn
thin.
the fuck out.
And I'm going like, I'm looking at this guy like trying to fucking get his 2 feet like
Bouncing
in
like
between
a
here and
champ,
balance,
though.
so then he can leap and jump over. And I'm going, if he doesn't do this right, he's gonna fall straight
gonna be a
down,
bad
and his
thing.
ass is gonna get buried into these spikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Again.
Oh, it
And
could have
then
been
luckily,
bad.
so I'm sitting there right behind him, scared, like, God, please don't let me be a part of this.
Yeah.
And then when he fell, that's why I had a very clear
When I jumped.
view of when he jumped. You fell on your butt.
Went great.
butt
And
bone.
then we got to enjoy the fire, and it was beautiful.
It was scary.
It was scary.
It was a little bit stupid.
It took me a little while to calm down.
I should have taken my flip-flops off. We also should have put the chair again on the other side for me to step down onto.
I wasn't even there. The story is fake.
I didn't realize you guys were breaking in. That's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. We were told that's the only way to do it.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I know. A lot of our red shirt people, like Whiskey, they were buttering up the staff pretty early
yeah.
because they got in. I think they got in on Sunday.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So he like when I got there Monday night,
Sunday?
he already they drove in Sunday
Good
night.
Lord.
But
they're
when
hanging
I
out
got
a week
there
ahead.
Monday, he already had a good relationship with the hotel staff. So I think it was just like, oh, okay, yeah.
He's a thinker.
It's like, yeah, you guys just do whatever you want to.
Yeah, we got there kind of later Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So we walk in to the lobby, and I'm thinking, hotel's going to have a bar, right? There's no bar.
No, not
that
at
was
this-
surprising to me.
And not for me. Those sweets places generally don't.
I just assumed there was one. I get it, there's not. But yeah, all of you guys and Whiskey and Bats and everybody just had taken over 3 or 4 tables, and there was just liquor everywhere.
Yeah.
Just bottles all over the tables.
Yep.
Well,
was.
hey, that's what has to happen, man.
Yeah. It was nice. A successful weekend.
Quite.
Quite.
Very.
Yeah, we got lucky with the weather.
Good God, we did.
Like,
They were calling
literally,
rain all weekend.
They was. So the tents were brought in. That kind of fucked up the view. I didn't realize that until
Yeah.
afterwards. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, of course it fucked up the view.
Would have been better
But
without them, but
they needed to be
It was
there
safe
because
to
it
have
was
them,
literally
case.
like you just down to the hour, right?
Kinda.
yeah, they
Yeah.
were calling on hail.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
yeah, they
hail.
were saying,
Severe
tornado
storms
warnings,
with hail.
hail.
It's
Yeah.
like
I
it was
remember
clear the whole night. It was beautiful.
remember getting
Beautiful
a
weather.
Facebook message from someone saying, about how there's all this horrible weather, hail and rain coming in, and I'm like, all right, thanks, but I looked at the forecast. I can do this. I'm a big boy.
Yeah.
And also, we can't do shit
it
about
rained and
it.
drizzled a little bit at night.
Just
but,
a touch.
Hardly at all during the event.
Yeah, no, the event was beautiful.
Yep.
It worked out very well. We
It
got
did.
lucky.
And listen, if you were there, it was great meeting you. If we met you, hopefully we did.
Yep.
If not, next time.
Next time.
Full circle on this. It's called a head mirror.
Yeah, I looked that up too. Yeah.
Yeah. And I wasn't even real. Like, you'd put it over one eye because there's a hole in the middle of it, apparently.
Oh wow.
So they'd look through
Help you focus a
with
little
one
more?
of the eyes.
Wow.
And it still was like for light.
But yeah, the hole probably because also if you have bad vision and you look through a pinhole, you can see better.
I did not know that.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it
I've never
filters
tried.
out all the light. It kind of really focuses the light beams into one concentrated area.
Yeah, it was used mostly for like, ENT work.
ENT.
Yeah, when the ear, nose, and throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, when a doctor wants to, I mean, they're out of fashion now, but yeah, back in the day, if the doctor really wanted to get a good look at your ear, nose, or throat, they would use those.
Interesting.
Yeah, if you're ever in a situation where, like, I mean, you wear readers.
Yeah.
Like you can't find your readers and you really can't read something. Sometimes if you get like a little pinhole or even just like make a little hole with your fingers and look through it, you can focus a lot better.
Well, that's a great hack. I'm imagining myself in 5 years, like in the road after the apocalypse, like I'm on the road looking for
There's
ants
no more
to eat,
glasses, yeah.
and I'm just like,
I'm picturing you. I'm picturing you at a
for ants to
restaurant.
eat?
yeah, it's dinner, man. There's a lot of ants I hear over here.
Yeah, and they've gotten bigger from the radiation.
Yes.
I want to see you at a restaurant looking at a menu
Ants
like
to
that.
eat.
Yeah. Hey, that's good to know.
Yep.
Thank you all for being here.
Yeah,
This was a
Yeah,
lot of
thanks
fun.
for coming, guys. This is fun.